Good morning, students. The last class we have discussed what was the topic we have discussed. CPU scheduling we have discussed in the last class. The chapter will be completed in the last class. Okay. So continuation topic is what was the topic is going on there. So next chapter in that second unit, next chapter is. So what was the next chapter? So today we are going to discuss that chapter. So what is that chapter ending? So process synchronization. What is the topic? Process synchronization. So what is process synchronization? So this is another chapter. This is another chapter. So what is the process synchronization? So we had already discussed what was that synchronization and synchronization. Synchronization means what is that? So in that previous first unit in that I think so synchronization and asynchronization we have discussed. Synchronization means what is that? The last class we have discussed. Okay, synchronization means the last classes. Synchronization means what is that? Synchronization means blocking. Blocking means what is that? So whenever you can enter the number of processes to computer, you are entered number of processes to computer. So that processors in some situations that processors are blocked. Okay, so that means waiting list is there, so that will be blocking stage. So that is called what is that? Synchronization. So here process synchronization. So exact definition, what is the definition? Process synchronization is a way. Process synchronization is a way to coordinate the processes that use shared data. So it is a way, process synchronization is a way to coordinate the process that use shared data. So that means in that synchronization means what is that? And synchronization means blocked stage is there. So in that blocked stage, so the number of, that means the queue way the processes will become one by one, the processes will become. So in that block stage is there. So in that blocked stage, so the processors are shared memory. So here blocking means blocking and non-blocking. So that is called synchronization, asynchronization. In that first unit we have discussed. So blocking means what is that? So sending processors blocked until the message receiving process in the mailbox. So that is called blocking. So that means the processors are in that place, waiting list is there. So that is the blocking. So process synchronization means it is a way to coordinate the processes that share the data. So that is called process synchronization. Clear? And process synchronization is nothing but it is a way to create or coordinates the process that use of shared data. So why that shared data process synchronization? Why that data will be shared? So the data will be shared. So each and every process will be blocked here. Each and every process, synchronization means the processors are waiting list is there. So among that all processes can share the data and that processes will be executed. Okay, so that is called process synchronization. Clear? Process synchronization. So process synchronization. So here concurrent data is there here. Concurrent means what is that? In that new word is there. What is that? Concurrent. Concurrent process or concurrent means what is that? So concurrent means whenever you can enter the multiple processes. What? How many processes? Multiple processes you are entered to computer. Not only single process, you are entered multiple processes to computer. So in that the multiple processes, whenever you can enter the multiple processes to computer, so that processes, some processes can be executed quickly, some processes can be waiting list are there or blocking list are there. So that is called here concurrent process. Concurrent means you are entered number of processes to computer. So the result will be, so in your entered number of processes to computer, the result will be also inconsistency of result will be there. Inconsistency means not consistency. That means you are expecting some output, but it is not displaying that output. So that is called inconsistency of result will be displayed. So why that inconsistency data will be displayed, result will be displayed? So here the processors are, whenever you can enter the multiple processes to computer, that all processors are entered to computer concurrent way. Concurrent way means zigzag process will be entered. So one after one, fastly that processes will be entered. So that is called concurrent process. So here that concurrent process, whenever that concurrent processes will be entered, so the result will be also inconsistency of result will be displayed. Inconsistency of result will be displayed. So in that mechanism, in that purpose, concurrent of data, and here inconsistency of data. Okay, so what it is displayed here, it requires the execution of processors cooperating each and every process. So that means so inconsistency of result will be displayed, and here concurrent processes are entered to computer. So that case the output will not be displayed accurate output. So that way the processors are cooperating each and every process. So that is called, what is that? Process synchronization. This is the process synchronization definition. So exact definition, what is that process synchronization definition? Process synchronization is a way to coordinating that user shared data. So why sharing the data? So ఇప్పటిదాకా చెప్పిందంటే షేర్డ్, వై ఎందుకు షేర్ చేసుకుంటున్నాయి డేటా అని అంటే a concurrency of control of data is there and inconsistency of data is there. సో దానికోసం ఏంటి అంటే ప్రాసెసర్స్ అన్ని కూడా కోఆర్డినేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ ని బేస్ చేసుకొని ద రిజల్ట్ విల్ బి డిస్ప్లేడ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? ప్రాసెస్ సింక్రనైజేషన్. That is called process synchronization. So here process synchronization after here. So in that one more point also there here, very very important point. So what is that here? Whenever the several access and manipulate same concurrency and the outcome execution of data is there. For example, several processors are entered to computer. Several processors. So that several processors are entered to computer. Okay, so in that so each and every process will be executed one after one. So these processors can enter to computer. So that stage is called race condition here. That stage is called, what is that? Race condition. So what is that race condition? So you are entered number of processors. Several processors you are entered the computer. So that processors can be entered to computer. So that means that processors, where that processors can be entered, the CPU that processes with all processes can be stored that CPU. So in that CPU, so another block is there. So in that block will be stored, that data will be stored, and it will be displayed. So that process, so the multiple processors can enter in the computer, can enter in the CPU. So after the code will be entered, so that is called the race condition. That is called, what is that? Race condition. So race condition means what is that? So you are entered several processors to computer. So these several processors, so how that several processors can enter to CPU? So some order is there. So what is that order? Like Q way that all processes can be entered. So depends on the particular data, particular instructions, the data will be entered. So that is called a race condition. That is called a race condition. Simple only. So you are entered some multiple processes to computer. So that multiple processes can be stored in that CPU depends on the problem. Depends on, suppose you are entered one program, you are entered some simple instruction, you are entered some slides you are entered. So like it depends on the data. So that data will be stored on the computer CPU. So that is called the race condition. So that means in the name having race condition means depends on the condition, the data will be stored on the computer. Depends on the condition, the data will be stored on the computer. Then after the output will be displayed. So in that process synchronization, here compulsory you remember race condition. What is that race condition? Whenever you can enter several conditions to computer, so that several processors, not conditions, several processes to computer, so that processes can be entered to computer. So depends on the problem, depends on the instructions, that problems can be stored to CPU. So that is called the race condition. That is called the race condition. So race condition, based on the race condition, the problems will be stored to CPU, then it will be displayed output. Clear? Process synchronization means clear definition is there. So race condition means clear definition is there. So here continuation. So what is that next? So here race condition after critical, the critical section problem is there here. What is that? The critical section problem. Critical section problem. So what is the critical section problem? So in the name having the definition here, critical means what is that, and some difficult problem. Critical means what is that? Some difficult, not easy problem, some difficult problem is there. So here what is that? After synchronization definition, process synchronization definition, and what is the race condition after. So here critical section problem is there. So what is that critical section problem? In that process synchronization, critical section problem is there. So what is that critical section problem? So here critical section problem is a piece of code. It is a piece of code. Code means you are entered any program to computer. You are entered any program, either C language program or C++ or Java program. So any program you are entered to computer. So that program, in that one piece of code is called critical section. So it is a piece of code. It is a piece of code is called. So what is that? It is a piece of code. Is called the critical section. So that means it is a one piece of code in that total program. So that is called critical section. Clear? So the critical section, shared resources, data structures, these critical section. So it is a program. In that program it is some part, piece of a code. So these will be shared resources. That means that code will be shared, and data structures or devices that will be also shared. Okay, so total will be shared, and the data must not concurrently access in a thread. So here the critical section, so means it is a small piece of a code. So why this code it shares all resources. So whatever the program includes that resources that will be shared here. So all resources can be shared here. Then after, so concurrency of data is there. So concurrency of data, so in that concurrency of data, so the concurrency whenever you are enter the data to computer, so the concurrency of data, so it is divided into threads. Threads means it is a small program. So long program is there, for example, that program will be divided into some threads. So here also whenever the concurrency process will be occurred, you know concurrency means process synchronization means before I told concurrency means number of processes can be entered to computer. So that processes can be blocked some stage, that is called concurrent. So that means 1 after, so zigzag process is there in that number of processes. So that is called blocked stage. So that is called concurrence. So here that concurrence process will be occurred in that some situations. So the program will be, so the process will be divided into threads. So threads means the program will be divided into threads and it will be executed easily. So here, suppose for example 1000 lines of program is there. So each and every thread includes hundreds lines of program that will be executed very easily. Not 1000 lines. So 100 lines one thread, 100 lines. So like 1000 lines of program will be divided into 10 threads and it will be executed very easily. So that concurrence process is there in that critical session. Okay, so these critical session, so it will be divided into threads. Main you have to remember that point. So whenever the concurrence process, so concurrence process every time process synchronization means concurrence process, concurrency control. So that means here we are entered the number of processes to computer. So that is called concurrency. So process synchronization chapter, every time concurrence control will be there. So that means multiple processes can be entered. Concurrence means you in mind blocking stage. That means number of processes can be entered. Several processes can be entered. You remember that one. Okay. So here that threads can be executed. So here what is the critical session contains? So here critical session problem is there. So what is the critical session involves? What are the parts are there here? So the critical session, first entry session is there. First what is the entry session is there. So the critical session, first entry session. Then second one, so after critical session is there. The next one, exit session is there. Next, remainder session is there. So you remember these 4 points. So why? Because here critical session means here you remember these 4 points. The critical session, first the critical session is enter the entry session is there, the critical session. So then critical session is there. So then exit session is there, remainder session is there. So in the name having the definition here, what is that? First entry session means the program will be entered, the code will be entered. Critical session means the condition will be entered. So then exit session means so the program will be completed, execution stage will be there. So remainder means, so remainder last in that, what is the remainder? Rest of the total program after completion of the critical session, so rest of the program is called the remainder session. So the critical session contains these are the 4 parts. So compulsory every code, every program involves these are the 4 parts. So in that page number 57 and 58, these topics are there. You have to read that topic. Very easy. Okay. So these page numbers you have to read. Okay. So then next to after, so these critical session problem here. So in that, suppose this critical session involve where and the programming part, the critical session will be involved. Suppose, so the program means we have loops, number of loops are there, 3 types of loops are there, while loop, do while loop and for loop is there. So in loops, we have conditions. Why you are taking loops here? So the loops involves conditions. So that's why here the critical session, here page number 58, here we have one loop is there here. So what is that loop here? Do loop is there here. So the critical session involves how that critical session will be involved. So here how that critical session will be involved here. So let us see first, do is there. Girls, you know, all of you know C language do while loop syntax. Okay, so in C++ and C language and data structures also you have to learn that syntax. Okay, so you remember that syntax. What is that syntax? Do, statements and while and condition after statements will be there. So in that critical section involves a program. So how that program will be involved critical section? Let us see here. First do will be there and open will be there. So after open, so it will be entry session is there. So that means the code will be entry session is there. So then after critical session is there. So then exit session is there. So then reminder session is there. After code will be closed, loop will be closed, while condition will be there. So that means in the total internal code, so whenever you can start the do while, so in that executable statements place these all sessions will be there. You observe that. In loop middle these all sessions are there. Okay, so do is there and begin is there. In that first entry session is there, critical session is there, so exit session is there, reminder session is there. After that loop will be closed and condition will be there. So that means this way the program will be executed. Okay, so in that each and every sessions will be there and the program will be executed. So this is the critical session problem. Okay, so number of programs we have discussed in C language and C++. So the internal, these are the sessions are involved in that loops. So the program will be executed. Okay, so this is the example, page number 58 is there, very easy. Okay, do is there and do after open bracket is there, then sessions are there, entry session and critical session, exit session and reminder session. After loop will be closed and condition will be there. So this is the example here, not problem is there, only example. Okay, clear? So then after, so then here, then this example after also here, so that names will be there and again it will be taken another loop here. So it will be include here some values. So what is the difference between here and here? So it will be include some values here. So like what are that values? So condition will be there. So what is that condition here? While term. So like condition will be there. You know condition. So in that conditional relational operators can be used. Here some condition will be there. So that condition will be here, there and it will be entering all sessions here. All sessions are there. And then loop will be closed. So this is the critical session problem. So here next after these two loops, then here what is that here? What is this there here? Concurrent process, how the processes will be executed here. Process A, process B will be there here. So here process A and here process B is there. So like how that process A, process B will be entered into critical session, entry session, critical session and exit session and reminder session, how that processes will be entered to computer. So this is the diagram, simple diagram. So these two processors involves all sessions here. Okay, so this also you remember, very simple diagram is there. You have to see that diagrams, you have to read that diagrams. After if you have any doubts, you clarify your doubts, call me or message me, you clarify your doubts. You clearly understood process synchronization, then you understand this diagram clearly. So why? Because number of processes you are entered to computer, that is concurrence process is there. So that means the process synchronization will be done. So here two processes can be entered at a time. So that means here process synchronization will be done. So how that process synchronization will be done? Which sessions can be entered here? So which sessions here? Critical session involves 4 sessions are there. So what are the sessions can be involved here in the diagram? Clear definitions are there. Okay, so this is the diagram for process synchronization. Here critical session involves how that concurrent process will be done here. So these are the diagrams are there here. Okay, so then after here, what is that here? Mutual exclusion is there. So here, what is the next after? A solution to the critical session problem must satisfy the following requirements. Critical session compulsory must satisfy the following conditions. So what are that conditions can be satisfied here? So here first mutual exclusion will be there here. So what is that? Mutual exclusion. So mutual exclusion means what is that? So that critical section compulsory it satisfies these conditions. So mutual exclusion means whenever you can enter the simple, you listen girls carefully. Whenever you can enter the processors to computer, first you are entered P1, P2, P3 like processors names are there. You are entered first P1 process will be computer. So in that the computer will be execution state or running state. So whatever it is, the process will be entered to computer. So then remaining processes like P1 will be entered, P2, P3 like these processes will be waiting list is there. So that is called mutual exclusion. That means so in that the mutual understanding is there here processes. So with the process execution, still that process will be execution, remaining processes will be waiting list is there. So that is the mutual exclusion. So that is the mutual exclusion. So then after progress is there. Requirements. So here what are that? So critical session requirements. So next progress. So progress means so general definition progress means what is that? Result. So whenever you can enter the processes to computer. So that processes can be entered to computer. So in that critical session, for example, the problem will be selected. So that means either which type of problem, either which type of condition will be there. So that critical session will be progress can be reported to another session. So that is the progress. So this is the another requirement. So one more requirement is there. What is that? Bounded waiting. So three requirements are there. First one is mutual exclusion. Second one is progress. Then next one is bounded waiting. So bounded waiting means what is that here? So waiting means number of processes can be entered to computer. So one process can be running stage is there. So remaining all processes will be waiting stage is there. So that is waiting. So here bounded means what is that? So number of processes can be entered to computer. So which time that processes can be entered to computer. So that time will be noted, fraction of seconds also the time will be noted, and depends on that time the critical session will be granted to permissions to another processes, then after that processes will be entered to critical session. Clear? Understood or not? So here bounded waiting means so the critical session to give the permissions to another processes. Why? Because so the critical session involves the critical session comes each and every process. So one after another processes will be executed here. So bounded waiting means the critical session allows the each and every process. Then after so remaining processes also give the permissions. Then that processes will be executed. So these three are critical session requirements. So what are that only? So first one is mutual exclusion. So second one is progress. Then third one is bounded waiting. So these are there in 57, 58, 59 pages. These are all there. Simple definitions are there, very simple definitions. You have to read that all definitions carefully. Compulsory you understood. Why? Because this is total theory part. ఓకే సో నాకు సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు మీకు అర్థం కావడానికే చెప్పినండి. మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే క్లారిఫై చేసుకోండి. ఫస్ట్ ఈ చాప్టర్లో ప్రాసెస్ సింక్రనైజేషన్ గురించి మీరు క్లారిటీగా డెఫినేషన్ అర్థమైతే రిమైనింగ్ అన్నీ కూడా అర్థమవుతాయి. కాంకరెన్సీ ఆఫ్ డేటా అంటే ఏంటి, ఓకే ఇన్కన్సిస్టెన్సీ ఆఫ్ డేటా అంటే ఏంటి, సో ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఈజీగా అర్థమవుతాయి. ఫస్ట్ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ ది ప్రాసెస్ సింక్రనైజేషన్. ప్రాసెస్ సింక్రనైజేషన్ మీన్స్ బ్లాకింగ్. సో వెనెవర్ ఎప్పుడు బ్లాక్ అవుతాయి ప్రాసెసర్స్ అంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాసెసెస్ కంప్యూటర్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయినప్పుడు సో వన్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయ్యేంత వరకు రిమైనింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, బ్లాకింగ్ స్టేజ్లో ఉంటుంది. సో దాన్నే మనం ఏమంటాం, ప్రాసెస్ సింక్రనైజేషన్ అంటాం. సో ఈ ప్రాసెస్ సింక్రనైజేషన్ ఇన్వాల్వ్స్ critical session problems. So in that 4 sessions are there. So how that programming that 4 sessions are there we are discussed. Loops, do while loop, how that sessions will be involved we are discussed, and later we are already see that diagrams also. Then this session requirements also there. 3 requirements: mutual exclusion and progress and bounded waiting also there. So these are the 3. So this process synchronization is very very important thing. Okay, so this is the class. For this class we are discussed only critical session problem we are discussed with that process synchronization. The next class we are discussed Peter's solution is there. So what is the critical session? Peter's solution is there. So the next class we are discussed that topic. This is also very very important. Okay, thank you girls. Have a nice day.